All right, so we're going to start with this first video on multimedia computing and classification. Basically breaking it down, hopefully breaking it down best possible way. So there are 4 fundamental multimedia attributes that I guess you could say. And if you see the little link on the bottom, I actually got most of this information from another slideshow that I found online that I just thought was perfect. So I was unfortunately unable to use that, but I took the information and put it on here. So feel free to take that link and go check that slideshow out as well. There is more information there. So you have digitized multimedia. What's digitized multimedia?
It's where, mentioning how most pretty much all media formats nowadays, or all kinds of media, are in some kind of digital format.
Yeah, so we're taking analog signals, turning them into digital signals.
Once upon a time they were mostly analog, but nowadays everything's pretty digitalized.
Yeah, so that involves digital signal processing, lots of other core heavy math and programming classes that you might be interested in taking later on. But so then there's distributed. The distributed media is the information that is conveyed in remote, either pre-produced and stored, or produced in real time, distributed over networks. Now, so can we think about something that is pre-produced and stored, and then can we think of something that's produced real time and transmitted?
So that could be like news, right? Real time, transmitted, live news, right?
Live news, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
or
games.
Maybe a conference call on Skype. That's also real time produced and stored and transmitted.
Right.
And then maybe something that's pre-produced and stored, like music on your iPod.
Yeah, or TV show.
A TV show, yeah, there you go, on your HD AT&T recorder, who knows?
Whatever it is.
Whatever it is. Then there's interactive media. So the interactive media is something that you can control.
Yeah,
right?
I find that a lot of games tend to be kind of interactive media, right?
Oh, there you go, yeah.
Yeah, maybe you have a PS4 home or something like that, or an Xbox with a Connect or something.
No, absolutely, yeah, perfect. So there you go, interactive media, and then integrated media. So integrated media basically is a bunch of different kinds of media put together, but that can be controlled independently. So I guess... how can we maybe think of an example for that? I guess you can also use games again.
Yeah.
Maybe games or the Xbox One control center. Something like that, where you have all of your medias together. You have your Netflix applications, you have your game applications, you have all this stuff, all these different medias. They're all put together, but you can control them independently. All right, cool. So that being said, let's check out what else we got here. Classification, different types of media or multimedia.
I mentioned this before in the first lesson, right? So
I was trying to rattle them off the top of my head, but here they are on the slide. So you have text, which would be kind of like instant messaging, sending it through your cell phone network, through the internet, through your Facebook, through whatever you're using. Audio, voice calls, that's all types of multimedia. Audio, MP3s, music, whatever you got. So MIDI is up there as an example.
Still images and videos, with the camera. Tons of still images or tons of photo or videos.
Just a simple picture, yeah.
Right.
Then millions of pictures or thousands of pictures put together and unseemingly looking like a video. And then graphics, which is essentially an image created by a computer or a computer-generated image, and then animation, a sequence of graphics. Great.
Just like video graphics.
Yeah. All right, cool. Going a little deeper. There are 2 different kinds of media when looking at them either being static or dynamic. Yeah. Now, we take what we just talked about in the last slide. You have an image and then you have a video, right? So the image would be the static version or the discrete media.
Right.
And then the video would be the dynamic or the continuous media. Can kind of... I would suggest searching these things, if you want to learn more about this kind of stuff. It's more, this is just all concepts that they're just fun to know about. They will also help you kind of critically think your way through your applications later on when you're developing. All right.
This last slide here.
Yes. So system implications. Now you can kind of see what's required, I guess, in a hardware sense, in a software sense of your system, or I guess, what are you forced to deal with when you decide to take on these multimedia applications or jobs? Now, so you're going to want to be pretty good at coding, compressing, digitization. So your team might want to have someone that's good at digital signal processing, working with programs such as MATLAB that allow you to create filters, working with stuff like that. You're going to need a lot of storage. Multimedia in general, especially uncompressed multimedia, requires a lot of storage. I know even in this studio, they're doing AV work, terabytes of freaking space back there. So
if you ever try to put a Blu-ray movie onto your computer or something, it takes probably 30 plus gigs there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Processing power. So you're going to need a lot of processing power when dealing with multimedia. I mean, even the most hardcore games, out there don't
pretty beefy GPUs, right?
Yeah, they don't even hold a candle to these rendering programs that a lot of the audio video multimedia specialists have to use, engineers have to use.
If any of you have dabbed into video editing or anything, you notice you need tons of RAM or maybe a lot of processing power to be able to export your edited file.
Yeah. Understanding, I know we're kind of dribbling through these, but understanding, so speech, object recognition kind of goes into the computer vision that Randy was talking about, something that we're hoping to touch on later on in this course where we build a demo. As these scripts and algorithms get better and better, we are able to execute higher, more robust object detection and more robust voice detection. So I actually have some examples, I think, maybe in the next video, but you'll get to see some really cool things that people have made with these computer vision and object detection. And then production. So there's more complex authoring and user interface software. So all of this stuff you can imagine just eats up your system. You're going to need a very powerful system to work with some intense multimedia applications. Presentation of your application, you're going to deal with the user perception, also so front end, back end stuff.
What we mentioned before.
Yeah. Protection, media encryption, copyright, privacy. These are all things that you can kind of find out more on the website there. I would recommend checking it out. But again, all system implications of the multimedia process, distribution, delivering the multimedia, broadcasting multimedia, communication, transmitting the multimedia over a network, over the internet. How is your multimedia being transmitted? But yeah, anyways, so I know this was a long video. Hopefully you're still paying attention. We look forward. It's going to get more exciting.
Yep.
Yeah. But so this is the end. We will see you in the next video where we go over more about multimedia.